Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you just found me. My name is Riikka and I like to create beautiful things for myself, and I like to inspire you to try also something creative. So today I upcycled two of our old items, an old hammock and a deck chair. Deck chair had the broken or damaged fabric, and the hammock, it has been with me over a decade, and it was broken from the ropes on one end. So we decided to buy a new one, but I didn't want to get rid of the fabric because I love it. So now we have a new combination, a deck chair with the hammock fabric, and it was quite quick, quite easy. I hope it also lasts, but I can still tune it up if it seems that it doesn't hold me. But anyway, let me show you how I did it. So here's the hammock laid out on the grass, and I should now cut the 45 centimeter piece out of it. Here's the frame. So it has been redone by my husband, and it is an old frame from IKEA. I didn't measure it all the way through, I just oriented myself with the colors, and then the length I just cut the fabric about there where I need it. So I cut my old hammock, took the piece out what I needed. I measured from the old fabric 45 centimeters by 1.50 m. So now I have my fabric. But I need to, the length is still a bit question mark because I think I just tried it on and it felt a bit too long. So I will now finish the edges of the fabric so that it doesn't fray, and then I will see what the length should be. I will also make a bias binding on the at least on the long edges so that it is stable and finished. But let's do now first the overlock. Okay, so I had used this yarn for something else, so I cut it, so I will show you how I basically change. So it should be a thin knot. So I loosen this, it was now 7, so I loosen it and drag it through. Then I need to I have my pliers here, but now I use them downstairs recently for another project. So looks good. I haven't been doing anything in a while, so let's try directly from. It works. So like I said, I will need to adjust the length anyway, so I will finalize this and then Okay, so here I need to put there's a stick coming through, so I need to finish it some other way. But now I have a finished edge. Okay, so I decided to make a small zigzag stitch on the edge of the loop so that it doesn't fray. And it is a little tricky to do, but it turned out quite well. Now I do need to cut out all the extras. But as this is something that you won't see again, it's okay like this. I don't know about you, but I have noticed that these kind of details don't really matter that much later, because it is never going to be noticed again. So this is good for me. Looks good, right? So the bias binding. I open the tape and leave a bit of a gap in the front so that I can then fold it in before I fold it over the long edge. And basically you sew along the long side. And so this is way too boring to show you in one go, so let's skip it a bit. So after that, just fold it over like this and fold it on top. And then, because I like things to be special, you know, of course, this will also get another special stitch. So I take the honeycomb stitch, which is also elastic, in the hopes that it doesn't snap straight away when I sit on the chair. And I sew along the whole long edge. This stitch is also quite quick to do, so it doesn't take that much longer compared to the normal zigzag stitch. But it gives its own tweak and speciality to the piece. Alright, so now I want to test it, so I will just fiddle it into my frame. I need to push the fabric through these two beams here and then put the stick through the loop that I have in the fabric. And I wanted to utilize the old loops from the hammock so that I don't need to prepare both ends. And on this other end I only have now one straight stitch line, so it's not properly finished yet, but it is just to see how the length is working. And like I said, it felt a bit too long. And when I test it, well, it works, but meh. I think it looks already really good.
Did I say I love this fabric?
Okay, so vroom vroom. Other side need to go down also. And the last stitches. I decided to cut it a bit shorter or leave a bit shorter, and now I'm just going to put here a double straight stitch to keep it all together. I will leave it like this for now. Some final snip snip. Ta-da! Okay, so final fitting. All the edges are now finished. The only thing what I didn't do is to cut the excess from the end where I did the double stitch. And that is because I want to leave it in there just in case I need to fix it. So it will stay like this for now, and then I will probably cut it out later. Or not.
Here is the ready product. I like the way it looks, and my husband did a great job with the frame. He repainted it. And here is the excess what I will be cutting off at some point. But at the moment that doesn't bother me there. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See you soon. Bye.